Hello guys, and welcome to this section of the video editing course. If you watch the first section, that is the section 1 of this video editing course, the way I edited the video, everything has been shown in this practical video that you are about to watch right now. So stay stick to the end, and every process of this video, make sure you do not miss any of them. This is how I got started with it. I landed on the first page on my Capcut app and I clicked on the new project icon. So where I selected the very first clip, this happens to be the first clip, this happens to be the second, this is the third, and this happens to be the fourth clip, right? I'm going to click on add below the page. Now once you add all the clips, they're going to be on the screen like this. They are going to be in your phone's default ratio. What you want to do first is make sure you scroll to the very last part of the clips and remove the watermark. That is very, very important. Once you remove the watermark, you then go back to the beginning of the video. The very first thing I always do when I get to my app like this, after importing all my clips, is zoom in all the clips. I'll make sure I zoom in all the clips. But before I zoom in, I'm going to import my smartphone PNG file, right? So that is very, very important. So I want to show you guys how to frame your recorded videos into a smartphone. Now, this is a smartphone PNG file. Now, you just have to hold this anchor. You remember I taught you guys how to use the layer option, right? That is the layer feature. Once you use layer to import any clip or file, it's going to be on top of the main clip, right? Then you scroll to the end if you want the clip to end with the main video. Of course, the smartphone should go together with the main clip. So right now, after you have imported the smartphone PNG picture, you can see it has no background. So if you make the PNG file, just go down to Google and then you search for smartphone PNG. I'm going to see a lot of suggestions. You just pick one of them and you're going to download them into your phone storage. So after you have imported the smartphone PNG, then you hold this main clip. You click on it right here first. After you have clicked on the clip, you can see the clip has been selected on the screen. Then what you want to do is place one of your finger up here and place the second one down below to zoom in the clip. So once you zoom in and you make sure that the clip is now fit into the smartphone, you click somewhere out here. Once you click out, then you are going to see that the video clip is now inside the smartphone. If you want to be sure of that, just change the background of the video. That is the main background. You can see the main background is now black. Now, I do not want it to be black. I want it to be white, and that is recommended. Now, you just want to click on this back symbol right here. Once you click on that, you scroll to the right, and you are going to see Canva. I've explained this earlier, but this is how I use it. So once I select Canva, you can use a background of your choice. You select background. You can make the background to be blur, and you can select a plain color. I normally select a plain color at this stage of my editing, right? So, and I always select color white. As for yours, I don't know which color you are going to prefer, but I always select color white. Now, after selecting that color white is only applicable to this clip that you are on now. The reason is because you are still on the clip and not on the other clips. So to apply that white background to the other clips, you need to click on apply to all clips right here. If you click on this apply to all clips, then it's going to work for all the clips. If you scroll now and you see the other clips, you are going to take note that their backgrounds are also white. Now, the only clip that we've zoomed is this one. Now you can now see that we've noticed that there are some white spaces behind that clip, so we need to adjust the zoom. Now we've adjusted the zoom and we think it's now okay. So you go to the next clip, you click on it and you zoom it in. You go to the next clip as well, you click on it and you zoom it in. So just continue doing this until you finish zooming all the clips. To make it faster, you place one of your fingers right here on a blank space, you place the other one right here on a blank space, then you use it to zoom in the element section so that everything is going to be fast when you are scrolling. Now after making sure that all the clips have been zoomed in, the next thing I always do is making sure that I increase the volume of the clips by selecting the first main clip, and then I'll scroll to the right, the features below the features of the clip, I'll scroll to the right and then I'll select volume and I'll increase the volume from 100 to around 500, right? Around 500 is enough. Check the below option that says loudness adjustments, blah blah blah. You cannot see the full write-up, but check that loudness adjustment. Click on it, and it's going to adjust the loudness of all other clips as well to 500. Once you throw doing that, you just want to click on the mark icon below. If your speech happens to be too slow, the way I've explained earlier, you select any of the clips and you select speed below. You see, this speed option is the one that is going to fasten up your speech, right? So you shift it from the 1 times to something like 1.1 times, and you're going to discover that your speech is going to be a little faster. However, your video might contain some noises, so you want to select that clip as well and scroll to the right. Then you are going to see the option that says noise remover. Reduce noise rather. So once you click on that, you just turn the option on at the right corner right here. Click on the mark icon under it. The only problem is that the speed option and the noise reducer option is not available in a way that you can utilize them for all the clips at once. You have to perform that same action on each clip, one after the other. So you just keep doing that until you finish all the clips. I've successfully done all these things for all other clips, and all the clips are now fast, and the noises on the clips has been reduced. If you look up here, guys, you'll see that the layer that holds the PNG smartphone file is a little bit longer than our main clip. All right. So how we are going to sort this is just by selecting the layer option below the page. So once you select the layer option, it's going to bring out the main layer clip for you, which is this particular one. If you click on it right now, you've selected the layer. And what you can do to make sure both the layer that carries the smartphone and the layer of your clip ends at the same spot is by making sure that you take the cursor, this video cursor, far away from the end of the clip. Once you take it far away from the end of the clip, then you are going to click on the clip right here. If you click on the clip, you see that the cursor is going to go to the end of the clip by itself, hoping that you want to do something on the clip, but you just want to make sure that both the clip and the layer, that is the layer holding the smartphone, ends on the same spot, right? So after standing at the end, this cursor is now standing at the very end point of the clip now. Then you select the layout, and then you are going to click on the split feature below the page. You can see, click on split. And right now, the smartphone layer has now been splitted into two, which is this part and this part, right? So this part is the one we actually need, while this part is going to be deleted. So just select this part that will be deleted, and then once you select this, you scroll to the right, and then you click on delete. Now you can now see that both our smartphone and the clip are ending on a spot. Take note, guys, at this stage I'm applying no effects, no transition, no animation, nothing else I'm applying on this, because this is the very first stage of the editing. Now all I have to do right here is to make sure that there is no mistake on the clips. Wherever I skip or wherever I try to vocal something that is non-related to what we're talking about, I am just going to cut them out of the clip and make sure everything goes smoothly before I export these clips. I can say this is the hardest part of this stage of editing, because you just have to take your time and make sure you listen to yourself properly and cut out some parts that are not important. So now I'm going to start watching. Hi friends, welcome to another section with me. This is William Aziz, everyone actually on. So here is the beginning of the smartphone video editing course that we've been waiting for. I believe we all are excited. Alright, so we are going to make this tutorial a sectional one. That is, it's going to be a section by section course. And today in this section, this is where we are going to introduce our basic tool. We are going to give out the installation guide. That is all for this aspect, right? So we all should determine if we want this course to keep going or we're going to stop here, because before we engage it, before we to sell it out to people to actually watch it, right? So if all this video goes viral, the more we go to discuss. Alright. Now this is an example of a place that I need to cut. You know, there is a break right there, and I do not want any break at that point. I do not want any break. So I'm going to shift the cursor back and listen again to actually watch it, right? So if all this video goes viral, the more we go to discuss. Now, at that particular stage, you are going to pause the video. At the very end point of your statement, you are going to pause the video, and then you are going to select the clip. Just click on the clip. Once you click on the clip, you are going to see the split. Click on that split. Now you've divided the clip, right? Now the next thing you want to do is to make sure you play again. And at the very stage where you start talking again, at that very stage where you start talking again, you are going to pause the video there and you are going to split the clip again. Now, before you do that, you should zoom out the clip so that it's very easier for you. Now, this is the point where I started talking again, and let's see if I'm correct. Let me play from that point. Okay, let's shift it back a little bit. If you discover that you've gone too far, just hold the anchor, the beginning anchor of that clip that you just created, and shift it to the back. Once you discover the starting point of your new statement, that is your next statement, then the one as the middle, that is the clip at the middle, that is the silent one, right? So you just want to remove it, delete it. So it is as simple as that, guys. You follow that same procedure to remove whatsoever you want to remove from your clip. For you guys to be clear about this, let me remove one more mistake from the clip. Now, from that stage where I say I'm just going to introduce the Capcut app, I'll pause the video from there. So I pause the video right at that stage. I'm going to split from there and I'll listen again. Now, from the statement that says so, I'm going to start from that. Okay, and right now I'm going to select the clip at the middle and I'm going to delete it. Of course, it's of no use right now. Now, let's play our clip and see how it goes again. Now, there is a slight mistake. You can say something like which is trying to reflect here. So we are going to select that clip and we'll shift it a little bit. Just follow that same procedure to remove whatsoever mistake you want to remove from your clip and make sure everything is perfect. Once you're through with that, then the next process, the next thing that you're going to do is what I'm going to show you next. So now that you are through with whatever you want to do with this particular video, then you click up here to export it. Obviously, this video is not yet in the normal YouTube video issue. Till I see you in the conclusion part where I'll show you how to finalize this stunning editing. Thank you. I'll see you at the top of the world.